What is going on, everyone? My name's Unanimous, and welcome back to the channel. So today was the reveal of the new Viking hero, and what do I say? This hero is crazy. Just imagine Centurion, but just better, and with the Warhammer. So it definitely plays a little bit like Centurion. Hopefully, they can learn from this, because eventually Centurion, I think, will be getting a rework or improvements. But I think they can learn from this hero. Just imagine, this hero it's really nice. If you haven't seen the gameplay, definitely go check it out. I'm telling you, it is one. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to main her. It's gonna be amazing. I'm just it's literally it's one of the best heroes. It's one of the heroes I've been looking forward to the most out of all of them. But yeah, let's get into the patch notes. There's a lot to go through, so just sit back. I'm gonna try to go through everything. I'm not gonna read through all of it because there's like bug fixes and everything that some of it you may not even realize. So I'm just going through uh the main stuff that you need to know, like especially like the hero improvements, nerf buffs. I'm telling you, this is all. But yeah, so the new map is Store Stronghold. So there's no Dominion map, no elimination map, none of that. It's a new breach match or breach map, sorry. And I've been wanting a new breach map for like the longest time. I'm tired of playing the three maps over and over again. And just look from the live stream, it looks amazing. I can't wait to be able to play in the map. Like I said, I'm definitely going to go through it. I'm going to do like a walkthrough just to just to see it. It's amazing how just to pay attention to detail. Like Ubisoft is like, it's crazy when they make maps. It's literally amazing, and I'm so excited just to go through that and just to play a new breach map. I'm so excited. But yeah, that's the new. It's a Viking map. But yeah. And then they have a ranked duel map. So Sanctuary, if you're not sure, it's for duels and everything. Now they're saying it for competitive. It's in the same map, but imagine just a square around it. So, because Sanctuary is actually really big, and I'm not saying for like wall splats, but this really condenses it and makes you fight. You have a lot of space for the just a regular Sanctuary map. But this one for competitive duel, maybe ranked and everything, it's really really nice. How they have it squared off and everything. And then a skill indicator. Like I said, I'm just gonna go one after another. I'm not gonna like pause or anything. But yeah, improve calculations when comparing to skills to the other team and enemy team. I get this all the time. I'm like rep like 240. There's no way I should be paired up with on my team or against an overall rep 50. And I feel bad because they're new players. And I mean, I've been playing since like the beta, and I have experience. It's pretty much just summing up. And I don't want to take away their fun because they don't know how to play. They're still new. And for any game, you have an experienced player going up against a new player. It's really hard. And I don't want to leave Ferran and a bad taste in their mouth. So if you're still undecided about playing, now would probably be one of the best times because they're really really fixing everything. And I'm really excited, especially just for new people. For Honor is a really fun game. But yeah, Faction War update. The world map has been streamlined and optimized to allow players to get into matches more quickly, which is, I'm telling you, how many times have you queued up? At least like 3 or 4 times, and then finally you get in. It's very, very just, it's tedious, and sometimes it just gets me mad, and then I just stop playing because it's like I queue up for like 4 times, and it's like, you know, 3 or 4 minutes a piece, and it just adds up. But yeah, so on to the gears. So 25 weapon sets for the Jormungandr, new rare weapons for all heroes, and new epic weapons. So everyone will get new weapon sets and everything. I'm really happy, really excited to see what weapon sets, especially for Raider, BP. Like my new mains. I'm really really excited. And then of course Holda. I'm telling you, she's gonna be my main. I'm gonna get her a high rep. I'm gonna try to, get her high rep just so you can see the gear, firsthand before, everyone else gets gets her hands on her. All right, so but yeah, so on to improvements. All right, so the rolling guard break. If you're ever facing someone, you're in your mix up and then they decide to roll away and you guard break, you can't. You can't. They're in that animation and there's no way you can. Sometimes even if you're in revenge, here and there you may, roll away like you're in mid roll and they guard break you and sometimes you're like, "What?" So now, if you have, a tendency of rolling away, now you're going to be you'll have that you'll be vulnerable to a guard break. So, if you don't like to get in people's mix-ups and decide to roll away, now there's a slight window of of an opportunity of getting a guard break. So if you have a habit, you got to stop it. All right, activating revenge when standing takes effect after 100 millisecond. No change made there. Activating revenge when on balance now takes effect after 100 millisecond was 300 millisecond. Now, I mean, how many times have you guys pressed, Y or, triangle on a PS4 and you activate it and it doesn't activate, even when you get on balance? What it means is if you get hit, if you get hit by someone and you have revenge, you get hit by someone, you activate it because you press it. I mean, how many times I feel like I just have to like slam on the button to get my revenge to activate, and it doesn't. Especially when you're getting ganked, you're getting hit by everyone. You gotta press it. You gotta press Y to activate your revenge, and it doesn't. Sometimes you try to bait the revenge, and it just doesn't work because you press Y and it just doesn't seem to work. So I'm really happy that they're looking into that. I'm telling you, this season's going to be one of the best. All right, so now we're going to get into the fighters. So Peacekeeper, reduce deep gouge from stamina from 6 to 12. Not really important. Zone attack reduces second hit. Zone attack costs 10 stamina from 20. Just a stamina pool. So not too much. Now definitely for her deflect. So I've seen PKs even deflect me, and I still even I get a hit on them, and it's like it doesn't activate when they do their deflect. So it was 300 millisecond, now it's 266. So it may not seem like a difference, but it really is. I'm telling you, it's really nice. And I'm telling for PK mains, I don't play Peacekeeper, so I wouldn't know. But if you guys play Peacekeeper, definitely let me know. Have you deflected someone and not actually got it off because say you deflect them and they end up hitting you? It's just if you deflect, you should be able to get it every time unless they have hyper armor, which is different. But slipping lunge. So I think that's her dash forward attack is now undodgeable. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't play. I think I have rep one Peacekeeper, and I just don't play her as much. So if you guys, if I'm saying anything wrong, please you can correct me. Let me know in the comments. I definitely I definitely want to know. Light attack openers increase light openers from 15 to 14. May not seem like a lot. I know it's one damage, but still, like I'm telling you, in those moments, everything counts. All right, on to Orochi. Top light opener is now 466 milliseconds from 500 milliseconds, and like I said, I don't know Orochi's Orochi now. That top light, you get the first one, second one's guaranteed. It's always it's fast. But yeah, reduce top light opener damage to 12 from 15. So that's actually really nice. A little nerf. Reduce second top light damage combo from from 6 from 7. Sorry, and side light attack finishers are now 66 milliseconds from 500. Like I said, nothing too big, but yeah, definitely a little nerf. Um, but yeah, and then almost like a buff now with a top heavy attack opener has 800 millisecond miss recovery. Now, if you don't know what recovery is, your third attack and then is when will be able to guard or or be able to move. So definitely, like I said, there's a lot. There's really a lot for Orochi, and I don't play Orochi that much. Pretty much, it's just I don't know. I never really got into Orochi, so Orochi mains definitely help me out. How's the recovery and everything? But yeah, and then we're on to Riptide Strike, Canal Chain on Miss. Now that's his step back light, and sometimes you can bait it, you can get the not revenge, you can parry it, or if you decide to dodge and they miss it, they wouldn't be able to do anything. So I guess it actually is kind of nice that if he does the move, he misses it, he could still chain, which is pretty nice. Zone attack is now 466 milliseconds from 500. I thought his zone already came out fast, so the fact that it's coming out even faster is a little. It's gonna be different, and honestly I'm really happy that they're taking the time to look into the heroes, because this game is changing. This game is changing every season, and they need to adapt it. So I'm happy. Excuse me. All right, on to Nabushi. So Nabushi's bleed now stacks. So I think before you would make him bleed, and then even if you got another bleed on, it would, I think, take that place. So now you get a bleed, and then you get another bleed that stacks on top, which it should. Like I totally I understand it, which is it makes sense. Reduce bleed damage to 12 from 20. So now that it stacks, and they changed it from 20 to 12, it makes sense and it works, because imagine how broken that would be if her bleed stacks and it's 20. So you got 40 damage and you can keep going. Like, it's just, I'm glad they did it. Now allow changing stance when dodging forward, plus heavy attack, which is nice, just to catch your opponent off guard. Cobra Strike, dodge now branches to Cobra Strike from 200 milliseconds. From 200 to 400. So it's really good. I'm telling you that it's a little it's like a buff and a nerf. Like they nerf them a little bit, but they also buff them. It's not like they're just totally just nerfing her into the ground. We'll get on one here they got nerfed into the ground, but yeah. So the kick is now 566 milliseconds from 600, and I never really had a problem with the kick. Sometimes I think it's coming out, then I step and they guard break, but so we'll see how it plays out. It may not seem like it's that much, but it is. 566 milliseconds from 600. It's definitely a difference. All right, hidden stance can no longer counter guard break while in hidden stance. I didn't even know you can do that. I think I have what Nabushi like rep 9. I mean, I play against Nabushi's all the time. I didn't know that you can counter guard break while in hidden stance. Even when I've guard broken Nabushi's in their hidden stance, they never countered it. So I guess you could have always countered it. So it's I guess, yeah, I guess that's a nerf. Hidden stance does not stop stamina regeneration for fours anymore. Light attack from hidden stance now hides the first 100 milliseconds of the attack, which is, I mean, it makes sense. She's in her hidden stance, and then she could throw that attack, and it's for 100 milliseconds. I guess you won't see where that attack is coming from until the attack comes out. Sorry if that's confusing. I'm just going off this and trying to just dissect it, and then let you guys know. Hidden stance and heavy attacks now deal 35 damage from 34, and then 24 on the side. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Branching from hidden stance, heavy attack kick is now 100 milliseconds later, removing the guaranteed kick on block. All right. Then we have, yeah. Oh my gosh, she got a lot. Retreating Viper is now 500 millisecond. All right, so that's if she dodges, she could, she scoots back, and then she could throw her throw an attack out. That's the retreating Viper. which I haven't seen too many people do that. Usually they can just do it on the spot. They don't have to press A and it backs them up and then they throw it. You know, so it's different, and I'm telling you, she definitely got looked into, and Nobushi mains. Let me know how do you guys feel about this? Is it different? Are you guys going to be upset? I just there's only at least like 4 or 5 heroes that I play strictly, so I'm just trying to get inside the minds of all these other heroes and just remember how I played them. But Valkyrie actually got a little damage buff, which is actually nice because when her damage says 25 or 24, it's just upsetting. Increased heavy attack opener damage 228 from 24. When Shaolin can get a 20 damage light, and then you have Valk, you know, who does 24 heavy. It doesn't make sense. But now she does 28, which I'm happy. I'm really happy she got a little damage buff. And then the second heavy damage, 230 from 28. But then you got to think when she's in revenge though. So that's also a different number. This is just regular, but when she's in revenge, it's all different. Of course, the damage increases, but I'm really really happy. Sweep recovery is now 700 milliseconds from 1200. That is a huge difference. Sweep and sweep punish now allow the victim to activate revenge. Thank you. How many times have you guys gotten swept with revenge, before you activate and try to activate it and you can't because she swept you. Like it's happened so many times, and now that you can activate the revenge is amazing. Like that's definitely going to help you out. It's just in those crucial situations. Like it's going to be really really nice. All right. Shield tackle, backwards movement reduced from 0.5 milliseconds from 1.5. Shield tackle strike is now 400 milliseconds from 500. So it's going to be faster, her shield tackle. So you have people who spam the shield. It's going to be faster now, so look out. Zone attack recovery is now 700 milliseconds. I feel like they need to do something with their zone. I think her zone is like pointless. Just like BP zone. I don't know. Okay, now here is the moment we've been waiting for. Shinobi, get out of here. You were getting nerfed into the ground. And about time. I'm done. I hate Shinobis. I hate them. I mean, it's a cool character, but I really don't like Shinobis. Alright, so the stance change standardized to the other reflex guard heroes. Which I think they're doing that to Glad, but I didn't see anything on there. I think they may be adding in that later, but now Shinobi will have the guard just like Peacekeeper, Shaman, all the other assassins, Orochi, all the other ones. So in a way, that's good. All right, long range grab no longer beats revenge activation. So what that means is you're in revenge and they can just pull you. That is probably the one thing. I'm in my mix up, my combos, I'm getting ganked, everything on top of that, and then I have a Shinobi out of my sight that just pulls me and just destroys everything. And that's probably the one thing that I had, problem with this game. Everything else I can deal with, I can deal with the lights and everything, but that is the one thing that I can't see her. Now, if she's in front of me, she pulls me, then yeah, of course I'm going to counter guard break that. But if she's, out of your field of view, there's no, indicator, it's just a grunt, and you're in revenge, she could pull you. So I'm really, really happy. And then you have no longer beats revenge at activation for the sprint slide. Victim cannot activate revenge during the slide. I never really had a Shinobi come up and just slide and take me out while I'm in revenge. I've had it where, I'm not in revenge and, definitely, it happens. But here we go. The following moves no longer have uninterruptible stance. So almost like hyper armor. The backflip, the roll, the double dodge, the kick after deflect, the kick and roll. I'm telling you, they just nerfed her. They just nerfed Shinobi into the ground, and I'm right there helping him, putting her in the ground and telling you, I don't like this hero because of that. Her kick is one of she can out. I mean, not out kick, but if you have another unblockable or a bash, she will trade with you any day. And it's just it gets on my nerves. Sometimes they can just bait it out and then they kick you. You can hit them, but they exchange and it just goes right to a mix up. You're done. No more. No more. And I'm so happy that they looked at Shinobi. It's just really, really nice. But yeah, not too much with Warden. Just like they said, they just tweaked. Just finishers have more millisecond. They're definitely a little buff. Now here for Berserker, how many times are you fighting a Zerk and they just faint and then light on the opposite side, or do their unblockable and faint on? It's pretty much all the Zerks that I run into. But now the damage is reduced from 15 to 13. Even some of the high rep Zerks that I've played with that only did that. But no, it's good now, and you can't. I mean, you could do it, but what are you gonna do? 13 damage every time. So yeah, you're gonna have to change your playstyle, bro. But yeah, on to Kensei. So Kensei's side light attack openers are now 500 millisecond from 600. So it's a little buff and nerf. Like I said, with every hero, it's like it's both, and I'm happy. She got damage reduced for her top light opener. Increased side light opener damage to 15 from 12. Reduced second top light chain. Because you got to think she has hyper armor. That's another thing. So all these chain lights that are reduced, it may only a couple less damage, but still, especially her when she does her side step heavy into light. I'm telling you, it comes out fast and it has high damage. But yeah, and then with Tiandi, jeez, that's a lot. Pretty much they just fixed her recovery, and I didn't even realize she had a problem. How she had, I guess it's really low recovery, but now it's even or really high recovery, but now it's low. It's 600 milliseconds from 800. Everything's changed for Tiandi with her just with her recovery. Not too much with Lawbringer. Side heavy finishers are now 800 to 900. It's not much, but that's okay. A little nerf to Shigoki. Demon's Embrace healing lowered to 200 from 25. So that 5 damage, before you were dead, but now you actually have a chance, which is pretty nice. JJ Sifu pose backward movement has been reduced to 0.75 milliseconds from 1.25. So it's just him. I guess how far he can go back. I guess I never realized. I mean, yes, when he's in his Sifu pose, he can dodge anything, but I guess how far he can go back. So now that is reduced. And then you have Aramusha now at 0.5 forward movement in attack heavy finishers, which I guess Aramusha threatens opponents who want to dodge and rolls away, which since now the feint guard break, it actually will work. BP zone attack strike now has a guard break vulnerability from 0 to 100. That's actually nice because it's from 0 to 400 millisecond. Now it's 100 or 0 to 100. I did my zone and got guard broken, and I was about to throw my controller because I do my zone, almost connect, and he guard broke me. Like it's an unblockable. There's either he dodges, there's nothing you can do, but he just guard breaks me. It just doesn't really make any sense. And then Hitakiri strike now is a guard break vulnerability. This same thing. It's her zone attack. But yeah, and then on to the feats. The feats are different. Especially second win cooldown is now 120 seconds. Was 60. That right there is big. That's so crucial, especially when you're fighting someone who has second win. It's a healing feat, so it's a lot. But that's gonna be pretty much it. It's a long video, and I just want to get you guys I wanted to go through all the stuff just to, make sure that you guys didn't miss out, because this is a lot. This is not active now. This is for August 1st when the season drops, and I'm so excited. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a great season. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm gonna main the hero. I'm gonna get her a high rep. I'm so excited. New map, balance changes, new hero, new feats, new gear. I'm telling you, this season's gonna be the best. But yeah, let me know if I miss anything. If I said something wrong, definitely let me know. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.